The Seven Stadium in Dubai is the venue for the Emirates Airlines 2020 tournament this year. It sees county sides Sussex and Surrey travelling here to play a South Africa 11, the Cape Cobras, and an Emirates 11 featuring Shahid Afridi. That's going to be exciting for us to see later on today, and we'll hopefully catch up with him. Also, another big story from the tournament is Monty Panesar playing his first competitive cricket for Sussex since signing for them a few months ago. Well, I'm joined by CEO of Sport Arabia, Matthew Jackson, to tell us a little bit about this tournament. And it's here at the Seven Stadium, which is a magnificent building, but not been here for very long. No,
we actually broke ground on this stadium just 4 months ago. If you were here 4 months ago, we would have been standing in sand with sand dunes all around us. And now look at this lovely venue here. It's the same venue where they hold the Dubai Rugby Sevens, and that's the sort of tournament we're looking to build here as well.
The bowlers will be wondering about the wicket. That's only been down 8 weeks.
That's right, yeah, and surprisingly the first game we've had here, things are playing very well.
As we're looking forward to the whole tournament, finals day tomorrow, really good game on the cards because Sussex versus Surrey, and Rory Hamilton-Brown making that move from Sussex to Surrey back to his junior club, really. Right. That will be interesting to see.
It will. That certainly adds a little edge to it. The guy moving from one club to the other in one of his first games is against his old club as captain.
And can Shahid Afridi, with his amateur side, single-handedly get them to the final, do you think?
Without doubt, and especially in 2020, one player can certainly turn a game, and they've got a good side batting around it.
But after the morning session, Afridi will find it tough to take his Fly Emirates team to the final. Surrey overpowered them in the opening game, finishing on 159 for 6, while Emirates amassed 151 for 9, Surrey winning by 8 runs. In the match directly afterwards, despite Afridi taking 3 wickets, it was Sussex who edged it by 7 runs. Chris Nash's 45 contributed to a final score of 110 for 7. Michael Yardy, Sussex cricket captain, and before he goes to have his cold ice bath, which I've seen the tub out there, it looks quite gruelling, tell us about your day one, how it's been for you guys.
Yeah, we've obviously, 3 days ago we were sitting in a nice cold country, and now we've kind of turned up here and the conditions are very different from an indoor school. So it's been a quick turnover, but we really enjoyed our first kind of trip out here, and it was a good performance. Conditions weren't slightly as we expected, but I think all in all we played very well.
Finally, just because Monty's had his first competitive game now, that was it, wasn't it? Is that where you wanted it to be here in Dubai?
Yeah, it's nice to get him off and running. I think he bowled very well, and yeah, I think he's fitting in really well with the rest of the lads, and long may it continue.
Managed to catch up with Rory Hamilton-Brown on some downtime for this tournament. You get a little bit of time off, and we're in the shade because, of course, it's really hot out there, isn't it?
Oh, it's absolutely boiling. We were lucky to play this morning. I think we started at 9. So I think our next game's at 4, so I think it might be a bit warmer.
You played here first match today and had a great time because you were top scored for them and got 2 wickets.
Yeah, it was. It started nicely. It was first hit outside, so it all feels a bit different. I think I batted for about 30 balls and it felt like I batted for 4 hours. So I think that's probably what normally happens.
I think people sometimes forget as well that your background was with Surrey, wasn't it? You were there as a junior and came through, and I think everyone always felt that you perhaps would go back. Was that always your intention?
Yeah, I'm a Surrey boy. I played from under-9s all the way through. Signed my first contract at Surrey, and it's a dream to sort of be a big player at your home club, and to be captain is a dream come true. So for me, I always my heart was always at the Oval. That's it's my roots, and I always wanted to at some point go back and give them a little bit back for what they gave me.
After lunch, emerging Cape Cobras stepped up for their first match against Surrey, and Mpile Ramila was a bowling force to be reckoned with. He got 3 wickets in quick succession. It was 1-1 lost 1 for Surrey, who, in spite of this 6 from Michael Brown, were 46 runs short of their 134 target. And no rest for Cobras, who, as the lights started to dip, had their next showdown with Sussex. Despite managing to bowl Sussex out for 102 for 8, Cobras' efforts weren't enough to unsettle them. Sussex returned with a score of 47 all out, a 53-run victory, James Anyon taking an impressive 5 wickets. So that's it for day 1. Sussex are the only side to win here twice today. We'll be back tomorrow for the finals, where we'll have that exciting match between Surrey and Sussex, and we'll also be speaking to Monty Panesar. We'll see you then.